We good, ETG? We're live. All right, man. A little change of pace here. We got a 10-ton after one show going. Little order of operations here as far as welcome to everyone. And that's already in the chat. We got started a little late. You'll notice that the weather's awfully nice out here in Vegas. We had a time change, so we had to get our lights sorted out. Let me just show you this action. 81 degrees in Vegas right now. I was up on top of the roof getting a little sun. It is beautiful weather right here, right now. So this is what's going to happen as far as today's show. It's going to be a little shorter. I'm going to try to keep these shows to about two hours. And the first hour, we're going to do what I really enjoy doing, which is player profile stuff, as you know, what we've done, with BRB. And next week, we'll do a little something with Obey Craps and Dice Degen and talk about their podcast. But tonight's show, we're going to talk to Jaybird, who I've known for a couple years now. He's out in Arizona. This is the stuff that I'm very interested in, just because I think everyone can relate to learning the game. It's such a very, very long road to even slight mastery of this game. There's so much you can play for a decade and still keep learning. And in fact, I've been playing for 17 years now, and I'm still learning and still picking up little tidbits of info that I now can add to the game. Just this past weekend, we had a dice experience. It was sold out. It was fantastic. Ed and I are going to talk about this. Oh, and by the way, for the people that don't know, I'm 10 Ton is number one. I'm one half of the podcast called Casino Tears. It's, I think it's one of the best, if not the best, I'm sorry to say, podcast on craps that's out there. My co-host Ed is fantastic, and he's just a wealth of knowledge. I'd like to acknowledge and thank all the patrons for supporting that show. It really goes a long way. All of these, the contributions and the support. It's really not that much. There's 2 levels for supporting the show. In fact, you know what? Let me get one of our patrons on right now, Jaybird, so I can talk to him instead of talking to just an empty view. Jaybird.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the show, dude.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm going to continue on with my little blabbermouth about the Patreon. All right, Jaybird, what's it cost for a year to be a sponsor to this show? I'll tell you, it costs $11 a month at the lowest level, right?
Yep.
Jaybird, you know what that is? That's 110 inside with a $15 pass line bet with single odds. That's actually what I just said is $8 more than what it costs to be, a Yo 11 Patreon sponsor, supporter of the podcast, which I think I'm thankful. And I know Ed's thankful that some people have finally taken the plunge to go over to the Patreon side from the free version. I don't know how you would do it. I mean, I admire the fact that you've stayed this long on the free side. I had one of my good friends, Cheeks. He finally did it like a couple months ago. And, we appreciate it greatly. And so just wanted a little perspective on that. It's 110 inside, $15 pass line bet, single odds. You've just spent more than it would cost for the entire year to support the show. We're working on 100. We're on our 105th episode. And I'm really excited, Jaybird. You're going to hear this first, which is, I talked to Ed, and I think what we're going to be doing, it's kind of like how Dice Coach, Dice Coach comes on every 10 episodes on the podcast, and it's one of our biggest sort of most look forward to episodes. And when I started when we started doing the YouTube live stuff, didn't know what it was going to be. I wasn't quite sure of it, just because it's not my sort of main mode of operating. And we just kind of figured out that the sort of the happy medium here is going to be, we're going to go back to posting on Patreon every week. So that's sort of the big news flash here. But it's the every other week on that is just going to be Patreon only posts. So it's for the people that support the show. It's year 3. I think it's about time, well deserved. And those episodes, so every other week, those episodes, instead of taking them off, Ed and I are going to really focus in on sort of like a really no fluff content about mental aspect of the game, the strategic aspects of the game. So it's going to be just like crack. I mean, there's really focused convos. So not as much, it's not going to be as much. We're going to get straight to business and talk about a topic. And I think it's going to be great. And everyone looks forward to what Ed's got to say. Ed's got a lot of, there's a lot of wisdom, from coming in from Alabama. And I think, people will appreciate that. And I learned something too. I forget, at this past weekend seminar, dude, it was when we were talking about Crapless and how Ed plays that game and how he basically bides his time. I forgot like what he does. So learning that, I can now apply it when I'm playing. So you can always, if I'm still learning this game, then you are still learning this game. Definitely. For sure. And that's a perfect way to segue into Jaybird. You and I met. Did we meet at Heavy's class?
Yeah, that's the first time we met. June of 2024?
Yeah, and we've stayed friends ever since. You are one of the only people that I've stayed friends with from that class, and we've gone out, and you've taken were you at the first one of our?
Yeah, I was in the one last March, and then the one this year in March.
Yeah, and so you can see they're constantly evolving, and this next week's podcast episode is going to be, Ed and I and Bo, Dice Coach, we already recorded it. So I've just got to spend the weekend editing it, and that's going to come out this coming Tuesday. And then the following Tuesday on the show is going to be our first sort of focused, podcast just for Patreons or Patreon members, which I'm looking forward to it, because it's just going to be like straight to the point, cold hard facts on topics that I want to talk about. Like, this one's going to be, it'll be interesting and it'll be cool because Ed and I, what makes this podcast good, I think, is the fact that we are so different. Just it was evident just in how we played Crapless. Ed plays a certain way, I play a certain way, and we are in our 2 different lanes. But I think at some point we do meet at some point during a session. So anyway, that's it for all the formalities and the intro. Let's talk about you. Dude.
That's an old song.
You told me today, because I always thought you were basically from Phoenix.
About 45 minutes away.
So I didn't realize you were that far, more southeast, right? You are from Queen Creek.
Queen Creek, yes, sir.
Dude, that is such a great name, isn't it? I looked it up on the map, man. I looked it up on the map. And Jaybird, so was that your first class when I met you at when I sat in on Heavy's class that you had
Yeah.
ever taken?
That was the first one. Yeah.
How did,
Let's go ahead.
at what level of playing were you at that moment in time 2 years ago? Like, did you just discover the game? When did you discover the game?
I've played craps on and off for a number of years, but then I wanted to really get into it. And so about 6 months before the class in December of 2023, I started getting into all the YouTube and, the strategies, and saw, I can't even think of all the names now. Jeff, and I saw, Dice. Oh, the Journey one. Who? Now I'm forgetting everybody's names.
What, Craps Master Journey?
Craps Master Journey is watching all
Shout
his
out
stuff.
Craps Master Journey.
Yeah.
And Parsons Bootlegger. I guess he knows about Queen Creek.
Yeah, old stomping grounds. Yep. But I started watching all those videos. I started watching Dice Coach's videos that are on YouTube, and then I got onto Ed's channel too. And I had talked with Ed, I mean, just online a few times, like when he did live streams and some other things, and said, hey, if you want to take a class, who do you take it from? And he said, Heavy. And that's when I started looking at Heavy's webpage, and got on the his
forum
forum.
Yeah.
And everything. And I got signed, and then that's when I say, hey, I'm gonna take it. So when I had started to when I took the class, I'd been, kind of, I'm gonna say throwing or setting for like 6 months. But here's how I started, dude. it was Christmas time. I was off for 2 weeks for school, from work.
Yeah.
I got a box set up on a table, and I had a table out, and I was thrown into a box, and my wife was laughing at me, and, you idiot, what are you doing? And I was just throwing the dice out into this box for a while. And then finally I built a little throwing station thing. But I'd only been really kind of even trying that for like maybe 6 months before we went to Heavy's class.
Oh, so that is so you really started to become a shooter then around the time that I met you, or focusing more so. Now I'm going to get your practice rigs up here, dude.
And it's pretty rough looking. So.
Oh no, I don't. I think this is why I like doing these shows, man, because I love seeing these pictures of everyone's practice rigs. I have to find one of mine, because you will not believe how just messed up that whole situation was, but you make do. Like, this was way better. And let me share the screen right now here. Let me okay, Jaybird, check this out. I'm going to add this. All right. This is awesome, dude.
So that's up in our loft, and I just have it set up there on a table.
Yeah. So you've got, where'd you get this? Okay. So did you build all of this stuff yourself?
I built it. Yeah.
This back area, do you build that?
Yep. That's all. I built that. It was one big piece of plywood, some hardwood that I got, and then I built the base at the layouts on, and then I
so for this base, what kind of plywood do you have underneath there? Did you buy a piece of plywood? Because it looks exactly like something that I have.
It's the exact wood that's on the walls. There is the
quarter inch, because I use quarter-inch birch plywood.
That's what it was. Yeah, quarter-inch birch. Yep.
Do you have anything underneath this as far as padding goes, or a piece of felt?
Yeah, I have some what did I put down? I have some just another piece of felt on top underneath it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now is this the going over here? You built this too?
Yeah, I built that too.
Dude, that's so sweet. Now, did you measure the height from the floor when you did this? I mean, I'm assuming you did to have it a certain height.
I don't know if you remember, but I texted you and said, "Hey, dude, how high is your table?" And
I don't remember that.
So I asked you, like, how high is your table? How far is it from the top of the rail down to the setting, where I set the dice, and got all those measurements, and I pretty much set it to that.
Dude, that's cool, man. This is really cool. I didn't have the room where I was living to even do anything like this. So that's pretty cool. I mean, this makes complete sense as far as throwing stations go. So you obviously bought this online, the Gator board right here.
Yep.
Glued it on there. Cool. I think everyone might have a felt like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, dude, I'm going to the I'm going to go to the next picture. All right. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. This is a little close up. This is a little close up, Jaybird, a little more intimate of what you've got going on here.
Yep.
I like this. This is a Casino Tears engraved glass along with a flask. I like to see those. Thanks for that little advertisement. The product, that's good product placement, Jaybird.
Yeah, those are pretty sweet. So thank you.
I didn't pay for that placement. Okay, so we'll get to this here. This is scaring me right here. This whole thing, which is good. So you're old school. You're not entering anything into a computer to track your rolls or do anything like this.
No, my computer's over on the left-hand side on that TV tray. I have a computer there that I entered in. So I entered in there. These are just for notes, and then you can talk about what that sheet is.
Well, how about we talk about this? Is that I think I see that usually stuck to people's shoes.
Yep.
In a bar, usually when they're walking out of the bathroom. What is this?
It's a little piece of paper towel. It's pretty beat up.
Beat up, dude.
Yeah, it's see-through now. That's my little target. I'll put that out there and hit that.
Okay, that's awesome, man. Yeah. How do you feel like? Do you feel like that this table that you've constructed is sort of it reminiscent or similar to any other table that you've played?
Probably. I was on a cruise, and it was my table's pretty hard. I want to redo the underlayment, but there was on a cruise that I went on, it was pretty hard. When we were playing at the Links this last weekend, that's a pretty hard table, and it's about like mine.
Yeah, I'm adding a little close up of this dude. This is the secret books of Jaybird. So what you have here, Jaybird, is
that's the coaster chart on the left side.
See, I love this. This is we didn't talk about this at the last class, but I personally love this. At some point people will this. I've personally gotten a lot of use out of this coaster chart. It's fantastic. It's helped me a lot as far as on my little journey of figuring out dice sets and throwing. It's just pretty sweet. And this is a whole conversation for another day and time. What is this though? What is? I've never seen this. What is this?
So if you could zoom in on the upper left-hand side, my dice set is a 1-3-2-3 up in the upper left corner.
Yeah.
See the 1-3-2-3. Okay. So I go to Bone Tracker and I go and see, okay, for this last book I did, or last 400 rolls or whatever, if I want to go for a 3, I'm getting the most 3s out of a 5-1-4-1.
You mean this 3 right here?
Yeah.
5. Okay.
So if I want to try to, that's, according to Bone Tracker, if I'm getting the most 3s if I would throw, and it's all, these are all in the same column on the coaster chart. So if I'm practicing and I want to try hitting 3s, I'd roll it and then it converts it back to what it would be in the 1-3-2-3.
All right. So this is like a little sniping handbook, like transposition sniping cheat sheet.
And if I want to get it back into the original set of the call for that column, the 1-3-2-3, I can convert it in, then I can plug it back into Bone Tracker, and then that would be what I would have thrown if I would have been in a 1-3-2-3. So,
man, I like this, Jaybird. This is way above my pay grade, but I like it. This is like a Ed and Dice Coach pay grade. Okay,
I don't know about that.
My brain is too. I think in two very simplistic terms. Yeah, that's awesome, man. This is great. Yeah, super cool, man.
Yep.
I think that's it, man.
That's about all it's on there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's really cool that you're are you ever going to get a table?
I'd like to. It's just a matter of getting one and then talking my wife into letting me get one, and where we put it in the house. We have a big house, but we still have some kids at home, and I just don't have room for it right now.
Yeah, that's always probably making that deal with the wife to get that in there is probably yeah, that's tricky. So, Jaybird, how often are you practicing? Are you insane about it, or are you just a little bit?
Yeah, not. I try to practice a couple times a week. If you saw, there was that's in my loft. My chair's right there. The TV's there, so a lot of times at night, I'll be just watching TV and shooting. So I try to do a couple times a week at least.
How many times, like, are you keeping track as far as, like, are you throwing a book per se?
I'll probably throw anywhere between I don't know, 50 to maybe 200, depending on how long I have or what I'm doing there. And that is, I track it in Bone Tracker and practice bedding and stuff like that.
Oh, nice, man. Nice. Okay, I'm just trying to clear that down. So what, your first class then? Before heavy, how were you learning? Were you just learning? Did you read books?
And
what
mostly,
books were they?
Mostly just, online, again, Jeff and Craftsmaster Journey and Ed, Dice Degen, just watching all the videos. I just sit there and watch videos and listen to them, and that's where I was learning at the time. Then once you sign up for Heavy's class, you get his video on a thumb drive, and his PDF book and stuff. So I was reading that and watching his video before the class. So that's mainly how I was, kind of self-taught what by copying other people.
I think Heavy's a great writer. I like his newsletters that he sends out. I think he's a gifted writer. The guy should actually have a book because he's I enjoy reading that, and I always think of Heavy's when he said, when he always, that one, there's like certain things, that stick out from everyone that you talk to, every person that teaches this game. It's, whenever I need a number, and I'm across, let's say I need a number, I take my bet down if it's not hitting, because I feel like when he said, the whatever, you need a hole for the rat to run through. It's a number he doesn't cover. That thing always, that for some reason I will always think about that. And when I need a number, like let's say a number isn't hitting on the ATS, like I need a 6, right? And I got my 6 at like $300. I'm like, I'm gonna take it down, and then I'm like, watch, it'll show up now. I mean, we've all been there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it just seems like it works out that way sometimes. All right.
Yep.
Jaybird, how would you describe this coaster chart for birdies and aces? How would you describe that?
The coaster chart was what Heavy and Darth Nader and that crew came up with. I can't remember the other guy's name that was with them, that was the actual brains behind it. Yeah. But it's just coaster. All the combination. Yeah.
I think
was it the last name Coaster? Yeah,
probably, right?
Something like that. It's all the dice combinations that you can have on two dice, and so that whatever column there is, that's all the 7s are in the same place on that column. So so that I'm probably explaining it bad, and Ed can probably explain it a lot better.
Yeah, Ed can explain that great. And Jay and Camper, what's up, Camper? Shout out, Camper. He says, have you found using the coaster chart as you practice more, your column changes?
No, since I really started using those from back when we got them from Heavy, I've pretty much always stayed with the 1 3 2 3. Every once in a while I'll just be throwing bad, and you go and kind of check it out, and it's tells you something else. I start throwing that for a minute, but I always go back to the 1 3 2 3.
Yeah, I've used the coaster chart just so that I can find different.
Yep.
I use it again. I just use it in my own warped way. I started using it as I know dice sets in one column. I just really stayed. That's just how my brain works. Only like I have tunnel vision, but I really get into whatever that lane is. So I learned a column, really a column, and I used that because I was playing the ATS so aggressively that it's part of my betting, that I would then use that to hit numbers that I weren't, that particular set wasn't hitting. Let's say a 5 6 6 5, I was going, I was flipping that to a 2 1 1 2 to maybe hit the ace deuce, which wasn't showing up, or an 11, and it actually helps. So I've only used it like for a very simple dumb purpose reason, but it's been helpful. It just,
but it helps.
Just just in that way.
The one thing I'll just going back to Camper's question, I pretty much stay in that same column of the 1 3 2 3, but I'll change all the time. If I might be using one dice set for an 8 for a couple weeks, and then it will change to another one. So you just got to go and look at your results in Bone Tracker and see if it's changing or not. So it does change within the column, but I'm pretty much staying in the same column. And if anybody wants the coaster chart or Bone Tracker, you just need to go to Heavy's website, Axis Craps. Is that right? Axis Craps?
I don't know. I think it's probably Axis Power Craps.
Power Craps.
I don't know.
Power
or just get in touch with Heavy and take his class.
Do something. And do that. But you can get on his forum, and I think it's like $11 or $10 to join his forum, and you can post in there, and there's all sorts of good information. And then you can get the Bone Tracker spreadsheet and the coaster charts in the spreadsheet. So
I think those guys are all doing, just promoting, as far as all the classes and everything goes, I mean, there's a lot of teachers. I think it's good to have experience with all of them. It helps you as a student broaden your perspective as far as your learning goes. So again, hey, ETG, it's a little maybe adjust the old lights. I got ETG. So it's interesting. ETG showed up late to help me get this thing off the ground. And all the lighting was messed up because of the time change, right? That time change really destroyed me. It was not a pleasant time change for me during the weekend, during our experience. And then having that thing, it was like getting, punched again.
And we had the time change last year at the class too. The same
I don't know who's setting these classes, but I'll have a word with Bo because it's not it hasn't been Parsons bootlegger. What's happening? It says take a bone tracker class with 220 inside to truly learn how to use bone tracker and the coaster chart. Shout out 220 inside.
Yep, he knows it. And if you have questions, you can go to the forum that Access Power Craps, and 220 is always in there answering questions too.
So, oh, he is?
Yeah, he's a lot. He posts a lot on that forum.
Nice, dude. Nice, man. That's good. Yeah, I think it's important. So it's important learning from all these different people, or because I feel like it gives you a perspective. So then you can then hone in how you want to play. Like, for, this past weekend, we had some people that were like, let's say curious about how I would play or an aspect of it, right? That with a 10-ton 2-hit takedown, and people actually trying that.
Yeah, there was a lot.
And stoked about it working. And, that's nice to hear because they're like, hey, I tried it and it works. It's like, yeah, it's just another way to look at the game. And then you can incorporate that little piece. Let's say, hey, I'm going to incorporate that little piece in your game versus it's not the way to play the entire time, but it comes in handy in a certain situation. Like, let's say you might be down $500. You might be like, you know what? Let's try this 10-ton 2-hit takedown with $100. And right, Jaybird, you can. You
could, yeah. I don't know if I have the cojones for that right now.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You'll find them somewhere in Queen Creek. They're out there.
They're rolling around somewhere.
Yeah, under the cactus tree. They're out there. Oh, dude, I didn't even do this. I think ETG even. Oh my God, how did I not play this, man? Check this out.
What was that scream? What was that?
I don't know, but
a javelina or something?
Jaybird, that was in honor of you and the state of Arizona, which, oh my God. Jaybird.
You got the Vikings.
Vikings, dude. We signed we signed your QB.
Yep, you can have him.
Really?
So, yeah.
I think Kyler Murray will do just fine there. I mean,
he'll probably have some people to support him up there, and
there's a lot of weapons there. I think it'll be I think it'll work out good. Who knows? I mean, we signed him so cheap anyway, right?
Yep.
It's like getting some free play from Palms, you know what I mean? It's like a $250 free play, one ticket, just put it on the pass line. Let's see what happens. I don't think you can really go wrong with signing Kyler Murray for cheap.
No, you can't. It'll probably help him out. Yeah. Palms got all their free play back from us. So that was for sure over the on Saturday and Sunday night.
Real pain, man. Not a Viking fan. Not a Viking fan. That's okay. Real pain. Oh, speaking of real pain, though, Jaybird, one of the best things about this player sort of profile thing that we're doing is that I'm now seeing craps players connect with other craps players that are in the area. Happen with BRB and Granite Dice, and it's happening with Real Pain, which is a solid handle, hooking him up with Craig, who I know
nice.
In Wisconsin, with Wisco, And so these people like connecting each other, like X-Man up in Seattle with that group, and how people end up, it's good for the overall community and group. Like there's a lot of people that in certain areas that don't know that there's another nerd that's into craps, you know?
Yep.
And it's great having these people, you know. Yeah, dude, like Pat, like the plow. I feel fortunate to have access to this Group Plus Heavies forum to excel my knowledge of the game the right way. I think so. I think it's, you know, this is having these convos are important, I think, in a development versus being on an island on your own for, you know, for a decade, which I was basically just trying to find my way, man, lost in the desert.
And that's what where I was, when I started, 6 months in, I was going to the casino by myself. I didn't have many buddies, and that was one of the things I really wanted to do on that first class with heavy is, meet some people, and we did. We went around the casino. I was able to go with, as we went around for the couple of days, and then I met up with you. But the other two classes, this last class in March, and then the first one back last year in March, I still talk to people all the time, and and then even gone back to Vegas at different times, and we just happened to be there at the same time and be able to go out with them. So it's been really cool that way.
Well, dude, that's how you and I met. But you had already listened to the podcast, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So it was just, but man, then sometimes it just takes meeting someone to stay in touch, and you figure out, like, I mean, I know that, Huggy Bear, and I know H2O guy connected them. And so it's good to connect these people because you need, it's good to have these. As far as, T was, any Mississippi craps players, I know that there's Mississippi Steve, one of the all-time best handles, but we're going to get to that as we go into certain areas. Oh God, oh, you know what? We're going into, in 2 weeks, I'm going to go into Tampa and talk about the Tampa scene. That'll be cool because there's a lot of players down there, and as Todd says, B&W has a good team. They do. That's like, I think that might be the, outside of Vegas, one of the biggest sort of thriving scenes up in that Seattle area.
Yeah, that's when you talked to them a couple weeks ago, that was pretty cool to hear that. And, the amount of people they get out at the meetups and stuff, that's pretty cool.
Dude, this comment, Wisco, are you drinking cough syrup from the 1850s? Actually, no, I wish I was, because that.
Oh, is he talking to me? Was he talking about this?
I don't know. No, I think that looks like you're, I don't even want to say what that looks like you're drinking, dude. What is that?
It's herbal tea because my throat's been bugging me. So,
oh man, no, this is Yerba Mate strawberry hibiscus, which is hibiscus. Yeah, which is, it's actually really tasty. It's in a glass bottle, man. Yerba Mate.
Those are good.
They are good. They are very good. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So this is I think this is X-Man. This might be X-Man. PNW Dice 206. I don't know if this is X-Man, but the 2-hit takedown was bringing some bigger chunks back to the rack. What I was saying is if you're down 500, it might be worth a shot. How, going, okay, well, I would put $100 on the 9 instead of maybe quarters on the outside and just take a shot with that. Power press it to 250. Next hit, you're taking down at least 550. You're back to even. You can start fresh, reset, and play that game like that. So I don't know. That's, one way to look at it. But I know that a lot of people were playing it and using that, and it came in handy.
There was, when we went out to the casinos, either at the Palms or when we went on Sunday with my group, a bunch of us went out, and the people were using it and practicing it. So it was good.
So, hey, Jaybird. So so the plow, man. Yes, I will. If you send it in, I can connect a lot of people. But there's people like Wisco that's in that area that you should probably connect with. and Real Pain and all those guys. So, or you can figure it out in the chat. But so yeah, Brunowski, shout out Brunowski. Yeah, the 10-ton 2-hit takedown, it's pretty simple. I've got certain levels that I prefer to do it on, but it's really a press or a power full press, or sometimes a power press on the first hit, paired with on your next hit a super reduction, which is, I don't know why, it's one of the simplest things to do. I don't know why that hasn't become more popular. It's a little play I use all the time, especially in the beginning sessions. Sometimes you can come back, but here's an example of it at a $30 six. First hit, you could press it up to 60. Second hit, that 60 pays 70. You can take that, you can take a black chip. It's going to be 4 green chips, but you could take 100 back in your rack and be back down to 30. That's at the low level. But I have certain levels that I'll play it on that I think are the best levels. For that, I'm at black chip, where on a 6 and 8, I start at 150, press it up, keep that pays 175. I go up to 300, keep a quarter. Next hit at 300 is going to pay 350. You're looking at $650 in front of you. I then take it down to at least 150. I've just put 500 in the rack, or lower. Sometimes I'll take it all the way back down to 60, and I'll put 590 in the rack. So again, it's just really power press or full press paired on the next hit with a super reduction. That's basically it. Yes and no. Sweet Lou says basically a double tap and go back to base. No, not really. Yes, it is in some cases, but it's more of a power press with a super reduction. So it's definitely different. It's always got a lot of times it's got that super reduction, especially on like a 5 and 9 for me. For lower levels, yes, it would be that. But I've developed it and played it at the black chip level is where I play it. So it works a little different, and it works a little different even at higher levels. But yes, so it could be, you know what, I'm just going to market it different. Right? So, Sweet Lou. All right, Jaybird. I want to talk a little more about the casinos. I'd love to get, take a quick break here and get Ed on to do a 3MG, but I don't know where Ed is. I invited him on, but I got to get him the link. And let me see if I can get him the link real quick. All right.
Okay.
And actually, Jaybird, you want to see this video that we did to about,
I don't know if I want to see a video. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm having the camera adjusted right now because it's super dark. I'm like super dark right now on this monitor, but we'll see. I'm trying to get Ed in this chat. Hey, ETG, do you think we can get Ed in? Jaybird, we're going to try to get Ed in this chat right now.
Okay, that's cool. But as we're waiting, if there is anybody here that's listening that's in Arizona, get a hold of me. I'd love to go out and play.
Yeah, we're going to email Ed right now, and then hopefully he can jump on. And so, Jaybird, where exactly are you? So your home casinos? You're so
go ahead.
You're so close to Vegas, though. Being so close to Vegas.
Yeah. I'm about a 5.5 hour drive from Vegas, but there's actually a lot of casinos here in Arizona, all on the reservations. Within a half hour to 40 minutes, there's like 6 casinos. Which Desert Diamond? I know there's one down in Tucson, and I know there's one up in a little northwest of me, but I've never been to that one, I don't think.
Mad Hatter's out there.
Yeah, Mad
Hatter's
Hatter.
out there.
He's way up. He's way up north.
Yeah.
In by Kingman area. But yeah, there's about but I mean there's 6 within like 45 minutes away at the most, maybe 30 minutes. The one problem is none of them are linked to like Caesars or MGM. There is one that's about an hour and 20 minutes. That's a Caesars property. But I end up passing 4 casinos on my way there to play on one table that's usually packed. So I usually try to stay at some of the other, or go to the ones closer to me. Do we lose 10-ton?
Dude, I'm right here. Not going anywhere, man.
Yeah. Now it's even more black. You can't even.
Oh, see, see, it's super dark, isn't it? It's super dark, but I've got ETG here saying it's super light on YouTube, which is like, so I'm like, dude, it's super dark here. I'm going to fade into the.
Oh, there you go. That's better.
Okay. That's better, ETG. Thank you. That's so much better. Yeah, man. It's a whole setup here. ETG was late to work today. He came in. He decided to come in at 5:45.
Right.
That's nice.
That
That's
sounds
nice.
like
He's got
a
a good boss.
Yeah,
he's got a good
showing
boss.
up at work.
I was like, oh, hey, nice to see you. Thanks for showing up. Here's your 8 hours pay, pretty much. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Listen, man, while we wait for, dude, Ed's in.
Okay, good.
Jaybird, sit in the green room. I'll have some ladies back there for you, okay?
Okay, great.
All right. Hell yeah. Ed Robinson.
Dude, this is how you do lighting. This is how you do lighting.
Your lighting looks good, man. You look very good.
Yeah,
Do you have a makeup artist there too? Because you look good. I don't need
I don't need a makeup artist. I've been gorgeous my whole life, dude.
Man, Ed, you give me a reason. You give me a reason to play this thing, dude. Even though you're not ranting.
Damn ferret stole them fish.
Ed, nice to see you, man. And your lighting does look better than mine at this moment. But ETG,
my
like
lighting
I said,
is better than yours.
He showed up late to work. He showed up late to work. And that's why.
Document hours pay. Yeah, need to document hours.
That's why the kid just wanders in. Hey, I thought he would be here late, but not this late, man. Literally 5:45 shows up. Yeah. Hey, can you help me? Anyway,
I'm still recovering from my hours. Bo always schedules these things on a time change weekend, and that was tough.
No, okay, so he did that.
Yes,
that's gonna stop.
If you wait too late, you get hung up in this March Madness crap, and we can't do that. You don't want to get hung up in that crap. So,
oh yeah, that's right, because it's going to be March Madness soon. But still, I don't know. Is it going to be this weekend?
You got all the college conference championships are all going on right now this weekend, and then you go right into March Madness, and you don't want. I've been there on March Madness. I don't want to be anywhere near that place in March Madness week. It's tough.
That time change was brutal, man. That is not what you want when you're out and you look at your thing and it's like 1:45, and then you realize in 15 minutes it's going to be 3.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, but I was asleep, so I was at least smarter than you at that point.
I was not. I was at a table, I think, with X-Man at Aria at that moment in time. So
short walk home for you.
At least it was a short walk home, but the festivities started early. Ed, one thing we didn't do, so we recorded just a day or two ago. We recorded with Dice Coach. It's going to be on the podcast.
We recorded immediately upon our return virtually. I mean, I got back Monday and we recorded Tuesday night.
I know, man. That's a little too soon for me, wasn't it?
But it's done. It was fresh on our mind, so I guess that was good.
Yeah.
And it was good. It's a good show. It's a good show. It'll be good when it comes out.
Yeah, I know. So that's at least, I think we talked for at least an hour and a half. So I'll have plenty of stuff to edit. and really talk about the experience and what happened, but the good and the bad. I think a lot of bad happened to me, but it was overall, it was I so happy. But it was great. The people that everyone that took it was awesome seeing, especially the new players, but the return players, it's awesome.
It was more than you would want. I mean, it was better than you would expect, or whatever however you want to say it. But it was a fantastic weekend as far as the people. My biggest problem was I did stay out too late on my travel day. That's the only thing that got me behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
That was your fault, and I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, I'll take the blame for it. Hey, listen, Ed, the guy that you laughed about, Jobless DJ, I remember you cracked up. He said, is Vegas still busy during March Madness with all the online betting nowadays? Yeah, it's still busy. So is
Biloxi.
It gives people a reason. All they need is a reason to come out here.
That's it. That's just a reason.
Hey, Ed, check this out, man, in the chat. I'm just getting better with this chat. The Gambling Odyssey. I've never heard of this person at the Gambling Odyssey. I haven't either. The comps are very strong right now in Vegas. I got 5 nights comped, and I'm a mid-range player. Where'd you get that comped? And that's solid. 5 nights is always solid.
Yeah, 5 nights is good. I've gotten a lot of. I don't get much from NGM. I don't play there much at all, but my Caesar stuff is always blowing up my inbox. I just need I need to play play Caesars down in Biloxi a little bit, get some points up.
I get a lot of
you heard the guy that owns Landry's and Golden Nugget and all that stuff is trying to buy Caesars.
Yeah, you mean the Frittata brothers? I think that's an Italian. I think my mom
the Italianos.
The frittata, but I don't know if that's their names. I'm just calling them that. I think frittata was like eggs. It's like eggs with asparagus and some stuff, and you cook it. It's almost like a scrambled eggs with, I don't know, frittata. I think that's his name. Anyway, he's trying to buy it.
Right? Yeah, I hope he does.
Oh, maybe he says Tillman. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those guys. Oh yeah, here it is. Stent Placer. Shout out Stent Tillman for Tia.
For Tia. Is that Italian when you got Fertia?
Yeah.
Is that an Italian name there, dude?
I think so. It's gotta be. And then he says he's trying to buy a majority shareholder position.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yep, and Wisco.
The way Caesars has gone downhill since they were bought by that last bunch.
Oh, I think it'd be great if they were bought. I think they could do some really good stuff there. Oh, here it is. Here it is. At Dice Singleberry's dude. Ed, this guy's hilarious, dude. I like this guy, man. He just chimed in. He saw the show last week, man. He says it's for Tita. That's right. It's not. That's what it is. He's right. Dice Dingleberry, dude, always hanging around the chat.
Got Dingleberry hanging around, dude.
Ed,
you got to get a dude wipe to get rid of them things.
So Ed, what we didn't do is we didn't record our 3MG giveaway. Let's do the 3MG. I think it's for February. It's either way. It's either going to be February. It's got to be February.
It's got to be February.
But let's do one, dude.
All right. So what are we giving away first?
I know what we're going to give away. ETG, listen, we're not going to give away Dad, I got new merch, which we talked about. Yeah. Just in time for summer long sleeve shirts. Okay.
Oh, God. Well, the casinos are kind of chilly.
AC or Biloxi. AC shirt. We're going to give away an AC shirt, Ed. Is that cool?
Can I see it? You got it? You already got it?
He's going to, the long sleeve shirt? Yeah. I'm got to get ETG. Guys, this, taking full advantage of me.
You should give him roller skates to run around your place with. It's so big.
So we're going to give away one of these, Ed. Either color, because I got these in stock. Little Casino Tears AC shirt.
Oh, that's okay.
Old school. I'll show you the
Yeah.
These are still solid, man. This is a solid design.
I love them.
You know? But Ed, check this out, dude. I can't wait to show you this. Hold on a second. I have a, you know, ETG gets a lot of leeway because he makes me laugh. Okay. He makes me laugh. Right. So that's good. Ed, look at what he did here. Everyone watch this, please. And support the show. Ed, please support the show. Ed, isn't that funny?
It is funny.
That is funny, right? Let me know when you want to see that again, all right? Okay.
I'll see it right now.
Okay, here you go. Dude, that's why this kid can show up late to work, just because of that. That's like a free pass for this kid. Right? He's
that
good.
And me and that and me in the pickup truck.
Dude, that is funny, isn't it?
It's
funny. He played me that music. He's like, "What do you think of that music?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's perfect. Like, that's perfect, dude. Oh my God, dude, check this out, Ed. This is a new merch that we got in. It's
long sleeve.
Long sleeve.
That'll be
long
handy.
Sleeve,
That'll
dude.
be handy because, you know, the casinos are generally cool. I mean, in Biloxi, in the summer, they got the air conditioning going so much that it doesn't hurt to have a little sleeve on.
This is our full-on pullover hoodie, man. It's getting poker season, so poker players, this is perfect for poker players, Ed. This is like really why I made it. I mean, this full-on hoodie, it's pullover. It is perfect to play poker in, and you will end up thanking me because those things get ice cold in there, and you need something like that. So,
last year's winners was wearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, your buddy.
Yeah, Courtney. We were full on Casino Tears gear, and X-Man had one when I was actually in the playing in the WSOP. He had one on. It was cool, man.
Yeah.
So
nice.
So
all
yeah,
right,
we got the long sleeve shirts, Ed, and that was because Mudslide requested a long sleeve shirt. So I'm like, sure, why not? And tomorrow I'm getting long sleeves with the zip up, that logo that was on the zip up, the chest logo, small. So we'll have long sleeves and two things. They'll come in handy, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, dude. Ed, I'm ready. Let's figure out.
You got your calculator?
ETG calculator, dude.
Because I always make you do math on this.
I know, and I like doing math. People, you know what? On the podcast, people I don't think they know the calculator that I'm talking about and why it's great.
Let's debut the 10-ton calculator.
Oh my God. Yeah. For just $3 a day, you could support these degenerates. That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Okay.
I
don't even take that.
And this is the calculator that I'm talking about. That Ed always has me use.
Yeah.
It does one thing. That's it. It really does one thing. It is a simpleton calculator, just like how I like it, man. Big buttons. All right, let's go, Ed. 3MG.
All right, so I'm going to roll the dice. Always roll the dice. And you're going to add 12 to whatever I roll. And then you're going to subtract 8.
Okay. Okay. Add 12 and subtract 8?
Yeah. And then do the square root of 47.
So then it would just be add 4, right?
Well, let me redo that. Right. Multiply it times 12.
Okay. Give it to me.
And then divide it by 16.
Okay. Let's do it.
You got it?
Yep.
All right. Hard 10. So the number is 10.
10 times 12. I already know that.
120.
Divided by 16.
Yep.
Okay, this is great, Ed. It's
round up or round down. You got to tell me right now.
7.5. You always round up. You always round up. That's rule.
Go to number 8. And if number 8's already won, you got to go the next number up.
Okay, man, I gotta find the list, Ed. I got the list somewhere on this. Oh man. Let's see. All right. Let's see. So 8, right? Man, I got to go all the way. Huh. Oh, dude. Check it out, man. Someone who I don't know.
Oh,
Fuzzy
that's good.
47. Fuzzy 47. Paging Fuzzy. I like that name, dude. Fuzzy 47.
Yeah.
It's Greg, who I don't know. Does anyone know
either.
of Fuzzy 47? But he's a winner of one of these shirts. You can pick Biloxi too if I have it in your size. So one of those shirts that we just showed. You can pick Atlantic City or Biloxi. I'm sold out of Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, I think Wisco. All right, so Wisco, that's Fuzzy 47. You know, I don't want to get my fuzzies confused. But if Fuzzy is 47, that's cool. Nice, man.
Does he know Fuzzy?
I think so. It's that Fuzzy. There's only one Fuzzy, I guess. You know, I've heard Fuzzy's a good shooter. He's up in that. Seems like there's a scene up there, man, Ed, in that up northern Illinois, you know,
There is.
southern Wisconsin area.
Yeah. Crapmaster Journey's up there. There's all kind of folks.
Yeah, shout out Craftsmaster Journey, dude. All these Packer
Craftsmaster
fans,
Journey,
man.
Joe.
These Packer and Bear fans. Just, I mean, they're just rivals. You know what I mean, Ed?
Yeah, they are.
You kind of like, you know, you're friends with people from Florida, even though you don't like their schools. Right?
Depends.
Or Tennessee, right? Isn't that your arch rival?
I don't like Tennessee.
Yeah, but you like
I
people
have no
from
friends.
Tennessee.
I have no I have no
do.
friends in that state.
Yeah, you do. I'm sure you do. Yeah. So anyway, tell Fuzzy he won. We'll get his size. We'll get all that stuff, and we'll sort it out. Yeah. Perfect. All right, Ed. That's nice, Ed. I like it when you just pop in, see what's up. You look very refreshed. You got your, you know.
I was watching the show and I'm practicing throwing while you were talking to Jaybird.
Yeah, nice, man. So Ed,
first time I've thrown since I got back home.
The Patreon.
Yes.
Did you like what I said? Listen, to support the show, it's $110 inside, $15 bet, single odds, and that's more. That's more than it is for a year. $8 more.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to having some more focused chats with you about.
You know what I enjoyed? We saw a lot of bush.
Yeah, I like that.
We did see a lot of bush. We hollered it out funny, a lot. Right? Yeah,
that was funny. I'd look over and some people were doing that. It's great. ATS Hunter was the first guy to do it when I looked over, and I'm like, all right, dude, we
got bush.
Yep. So.
Yep.
All right, man. So that's what's going on. We're going to record. We're going to keep pumping out stuff every week on Patreon. And I think it's going to be better, you know, just for season 3, just to have these like really just condensed, no BS talk with you.
That's
and I
hard
really
for me.
discussing.
You know how you're going to have to really edit me down.
Yeah, well,
I'm
gonna edit it down because it has to be because of just time constraints in general in my life.
Yeah, but you know me, I like to go off the wall.
So
yeah, but I think it's a great idea to have every week. There's always a Patreon thing, and then every other week there's a little bit out there for the rest of America who doesn't join.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't care about rest of America anymore. I only really care about the Patreon people that are showing the support.
Well, they're the ones that our loyalty goes to for sure.
Because it takes up a ton of time. So it's almost like it's just appreciate the effort. I just appreciate the effort to keep doing this.
Yeah, and you know the time on our end is like, just think about we recorded with Bo Tuesday night. Probably 2.5 hours at least, right?
Yeah, I know, and then
you got to condense that down. You got to condense that down
to like an hour or so, at least an hour and something. So it takes it's going to be my whole entire weekend pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the gym though, for sure. I'm going to hit the gym.
I walked over a mile today.
Oh, congratulations, man. You got the proper shoes for that?
Nope. But what are you gonna wear in the mud? I mean, it rained like hell last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I did a mile. I did a mile and a quarter. I did a mile and a quarter around the lake.
Oh, good, man. Ed, you know what? I'm going out, a little side note. I'm going out to have sushi with my host from Durango tomorrow night. With Cheeks too. Remember Cheeks? You've never met him, but I'm gonna meet him up there. I'm going out so I'm having a little dinner with
Cheeks,
my host
Parlinsky.
No, that's Sheets. There's Cheeks.
Oh, that's Sheets. Oh, okay.
Cheeks is a slot player. So yeah, I'm going out there and I had a little note to some people. I didn't realize this, but do you know that I'm officially the biggest craps player at Palms? Number one.
That doesn't surprise me a bit.
Oh my God.
That doesn't surprise me a bit. You're the number one Palms player.
That's what he told me. He's like, if you're not number one, you're like number two. But if you're not that, you're number one. So
yeah, I don't doubt that one bit.
Man, Ed, I'll tell this is something I know we didn't talk about on the podcast with Bo. I don't know if we did, but there was one moment when you were shooting when I had a $2,500 5, $1,000 full odds on 8, $1,000 9, a $600 6, and if you hit that 4, it would have paid 3 G's. So yeah, that's up there. You know, that's average.
Those are hefty bets, dude.
So, but Bo saw it. Bo was with me, and we were just like, "Come on."
I think I know that I can't remember now. I mean, but on Saturday night on my table, I had a lot of big bets up. I mean, I had grown them way on up there, and I did a couple of major reductions down, just to get some money, more money back in the rack. I know I hit a $250 5.
Those are nice, man.
And
Pays
I brought
$350.
Yeah, and I brought that down to, I think I brought it down to either 100 or 150.
That's nice, man.
I can't remember now. I can't remember.
I take it down to 100. That's $500.
Yep.
That's
I think that's what I think I went down to 100.
Perfect. That's perfect. Someone asked me, I think it was Brunowski, if the 10-ton to a takedown never works with a sister. And we'll talk about this, Ed, on our Patreon only stuff, because there's a one exception to that rule where I press a sister. Do you know what it is?
4 and 10.
At what level?
2 and 12.
No, 4. Oh, you are right on crapless. You are correct, sir. There's 2 times on crapless, 2 and 12, and then 4 and 10 at a $50 level is the only time I press sisters. That's it. The only time. Very specific.
And I don't do that.
No.
Because I like my money in my rack.
Dude, X-Man said 10 times odds at Palms. You are correct, sir. There was.
That is right. And it was very handy to have that, even if you were if you were playing a $15 table and you had a really good point, maybe 6 or 8, 150 odds pays 180. Do it. Yeah, I hit max odds. I made so much money with high odds on points on Saturday night. It was unbelievable. I mean, I was doing $300 virtually every time.
Yeah, that first night we were shooting at a table, at the table that I like. I looked down and I had point was a 9, and 2 rolls later I looked down after I hit the 6-3, and I looked down, I had $1,000 down there. That man, it's great when it hits.
It makes a difference. It hurts when you don't, but it makes a difference when you can hit it.
It does hurt. It stings. It stings a bit.
It does sting.
All right, Ed, I think the rain might be getting there, because you're now starting to slow up with your connection and freeze up a bit. You know that?
No, I didn't have no idea, but that's probably because all these people in my house using the internet, even though I'm hardwired, so you wouldn't
now
think
it's better. But all right, listen, Ed, I'm gonna
you bringing Jaybird back in.
I'm gonna bring Jaybird in and then and talk a little bit about that stuff. And you're welcome to stay on, and then I'm gonna call this thing at probably at 8 o'clock.
Well, I'm not going to stay on. I'm going to let y'all have it.
You want to say hi to Jaybird though?
Yeah, I want to say hi to Jaybird. Hey, Jaybird.
Hey, Ed. How's it going?
I'm good. I thank you for driving me around a little bit last weekend, dude.
No problem. Thanks for letting me hang out and tag along with you everywhere. So I learned so much when I'm there and watching and able to pick your brain and talk to you. So appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. It was a lot of fun just running around with the guys after the event at night and stuff, just having, just playing different. After the cocktail party was a lot of fun too. So it was a lot of good things going on. Enjoyed it. We played a lot of Dark Side on that Friday night there, 10 Ton.
Yep.
Oh, you did? Yeah, that would have been the wise thing.
And that was kind of fun, just kind of walking everybody through. Here's what I'm doing and what I hope happens and how I'm pressing up my don'ts and all that kind of thing. It was kind of fun.
Which ones you had your odds on and which ones you don't. And
yeah.
On one question for you, Ed, on your guys' podcast talk yesterday, did you talk about the guy on the crapless table at the Aria that night?
No,
he did not. Let's hear about it, man.
So we had gone over to Aria after Friday night after the meet and greet, and who was there? Ed was there, and North Carolina Reaper and
no, not Hunter. North Carolina Reaper. It's the
North Carolina Reaper.
All right,
and ATS Hunter, and they we walked over and we were right next to the table, just right of the crapless.
And that guy was hilarious.
We got there and he was shooting by himself on the crapless, and I looked at the limit, and the limit was $50, and I was like, wow, man, that's I've never seen it up at 50. And then so we went right next to the one right next to it and started playing with some other guys. And I hadn't bought in. I was just watching, and I'd sit there and watch our table, and then when one of our guys weren't watching, I'd turn around and look at the crapless table. And at one time, another guy came in and tried buying in, and but then they told him, or the floor guy came and said, "Hey, this is crapless," and he's like, "Yeah, I want to play," and they raised the limit up to 100, so it went from 50 to 100, and the kid just walked off and said, "I'm not going to play for that." And then I went back to watching Ed and our table. Look back again, and I'm sitting there watching, and the floor guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, this is crapless." And I was like, "Yeah, I know crapless. I'm just watching." And then I didn't think much of it and went back watching ours. But I did that a couple times, and then I noticed I turned around and I kind of put my hands on the crapless table and was just watching. And the guy that was shooting, he was shooting stick left 1. And he saw me. He put the dice down, had the stick man take him back, and he went back and sat at a slot machine.
Slot machine, yeah.
Yeah, on a chair. I was like, okay, maybe just needed a break. Okay, I didn't think much of it. Turned back around and started watching our table again. And I did that a couple of times, and every time I turned around, he would go over and sit at the slot machine. So I went over and told Ed, I go, check this guy out. And he's like, really? And so Ed walked over there and did it like 2 times, and just kind of looking around, and every time the guy would stop, go and sit down at the I'm
the wrong guy to tell that kind of stuff too.
But it was hilarious. I mean, and even there was other people even came up and wanted to play, and he wouldn't let them play. And so when we were leaving, we were walking around, and Ed went over to the left side straight out. He pulled out his wad of cash, starts flipping through it, and the floor guy comes up to him. goes, "Oh, this is crapless," and it's $100 limit. And Ed's like, "Yeah, I can see." And the guy was getting all mad, went and sat down again, and we walked off. But it was kind of funny, just people at the craps table that, you know, what they do and what they don't do. It's kind of just hilarious.
There's a Reaper.
Yeah,
in the
I
chat.
couldn't resist messing with the guy one more time, and then to have the floor guy come over there and go, "This is $100 table," and I went, and I'm just sitting there counting, and he's like, "I'm like, yeah, I see that right over there on that little placard," and he's like, "And it's crapless," and I went, "Yeah, I see that on the layout, not a problem. I just keep counting." That guy's done over there. He's over there sitting at the slot machine. Just like walked away, and I was like, I wonder what would have happened if I'd have bought in.
That would have been funny. That would have been
if I had actually bought in, what would he have done? Would he have just quit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wished I had. Now I wished I had bought in. Even though I don't want to play $100 crapless table, but I might have done it. It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah,
picking with him because he was such a douche about it.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
All right, guys, I'm going to bow out. Y'all finish up the show. Have a great night. Good to see you this last weekend there, Jaybird.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Keep in touch. Good night, 10 Ton.
Later, Ed. We'll record again and very shortly.
All right. Just give me a holler.
Later, man. That was nice. That was nice. I like Ed jumping in, man. All lighting good.
Yep.
Jaybird, little quick, let's see. H2O guy. Thanks, Ed. That was a funny thing for the.
It was
funny, wasn't it?
Yep.
Dude, yeah, Ted is number one. The Reaper. Hey, Jaybird, you want to check out little Vegas action right now? Little live cam.
Yeah.
Let's check it out, dude. All right.
It's always a great view.
This is Vegas right now, everyone. It's looking good. It's looking awesome. Hopefully, the camera catches one of the. So Jaybird, the camera catches like movement from the ARIA sign, and then it will move the. It will sort of pan with the camera, but you've got tonight's view. We've got the Ferris wheel in there. It's looking good.
Yeah.
Doesn't look too.
I noticed
it's flowing pretty nice, man.
I noticed at one time at Hollywood camera or sign down there. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Jaybird, you got it? Can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
No, I lost you, Jaybird. I don't know why.
Can you hear me?
You could hear him?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear him. Jaybird, I don't know why I can't hear you right now. Hear him in there.
Can you hear? Hello? Hello?
Huh. I wonder why. How about now, Jaybird?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Jaybird, let's figure this out, man. Give me a second. I have ETG working on this. Oh, I can hear.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Let me just deal with this.
Can you hear me?
ETG tripped on a cord. Yeah, we're going to give me 1 second to figure this out. Let's kick him from the studio and then bring him back. Jaybird, rejoin if you can. We're going to send him a new link. Mm. I don't know if I have it, but he's got a link. Oh, here he is. All right, let's try this out again. Jaybird.
Can you hear me now?
Oh man, I don't know why I don't have you, dude.
I can hear you.
Yeah, something happened. Yeah, I know everyone hears him, but me. We're gonna have ETG jump in for a second.
Okay. Well, they're trying to fix that. And if you guys can hear me, somebody asked in the chat about the roll tracker. 10-ton and Bump John have been working on one, and they'll be selling them in the. There we go. Now I hear myself.
You got it? You good?
Yeah, but I hear. Okay. I hear myself in my earphone.
See, yeah, he's gone. He's gone now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it is. I know.
Can you hear me?
ETG looks like he could have been my child. Maybe he is. He's old enough where he could be. Oh, man.
Can you guys hear me now?
We can hear him through here.
Okay.
All right, cool. Listen, we're going to make do. Man, I can hear you. I can hear you from a different set of speakers, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, wait. And I don't know if you've got an echo, but.
No, it's gone now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I don't hear it anymore.
We good, ETG? Okay, we're just, he's not coming through here, so we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll make do with that. So, dude, let's get back to finish up this show with a little AZ talk. Now, I know, I'm going to pull up this map for a second, okay? Yo, bro. So, Jaybird, you're down here, right?
Yep. Queen Creek
is right around. Yeah, here it is. Queen Creek right here. Yep. So your closest casinos then are you pronounce that you pronounce this Gila River, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of people will pronounce that wrong, but as in the Gila monster lizard, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So where are you going locally? Because I know what is it? Talking Stick is up here.
Yep.
And so that's north of Scottsdale.
Yeah.
A lot of good-looking ladies in Scottsdale, dude.
There are.
You know that? A lot of good-looking ladies. Scottsdale is like a Newport Beach of Arizona. Like in that sort of. I guess you'd have to be from Cali to get that or understand that. But anyway, where are you going, dude? In AZ? I mean, oh my God, dude. We've got Big AZ. See, Big AZ should be welcome right now.
Yeah, if he's on that'd be great. I'd like to meet him. But I usually go to the Gila River. There's 3 of them that they own. Those 3 right there. He lives. Yeah, I live on. That's cool. Big AZ. I'd love to meet up with you,
dude. He lives right like, here. How have you guys never met before?
I don't know. I've watched some of these. I've watched his videos. I've watched his videos before. We do need to hook up.
Right.
But I go to Gila River. Yeah, I'm on Ironwood and Ocotillo, man. Right there.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll give you Big AZ's number, dude.
Okay, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So I mean, if there's someone that should be talking about Arizona, I talked to Big AZ though. Actually, I was at Whole Foods buying sardines when I was having this conversation. I bought like 10 cans of sardines while I was talking to Big AZ yesterday.
Oh man. Well, he probably knows the casinos better than I do, but I mean, I mainly go to the Gila River ones. The newest one is that bottom one, right there. Right, yeah,
What?
right. Oh, so that's about an hour and 20 minutes.
What, the Harrah's?
The Harrah's. That's about an hour and 20 minutes.
How do you pronounce that? Harrah's Action?
Action, yeah. It's a Caesar's property. They only have one table there, and it's always packed. Good table, a real good table, nice ATS on it, and nice and hard. But it's just so many people, and it takes me an hour and 20 minutes to get there. But the other ones,
dude, Jaybird, look at this Gila River Indian Reservation. Wow, yeah, dude, that thing is massive.
Well, yeah, there's like 11 or 8 reservations throughout Arizona. There's a lot.
Yeah, but this thing is, I mean, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet, man. So do you go to Talking Stick at all?
I've gone there a couple times. Again, they're crowded when I've gone. But those tables are pretty good. When I've gone there, as far as firmness, ATS, there's no crapless in Arizona that I know of. I've never seen one. I've asked about it at Gila River, and they said they'll never get them at their casinos.
So there's no bonus bets?
No, they have the fire and the ATS at most of the casinos. All of the Gila River ones have the fire bet and the ATS.
Man, that is a cool name though. Gila River.
Gila River. They changed their layouts about a year ago, and they've got really bouncy though at the Gila River. So I've yeah.
You ever go to Desert Diamond?
I've never been there. Somebody posted in the chat if I had, and I've never been up to that one.
Yeah, the Double D Casino. I like it. Yeah, so all these Gila River spots, and then what about this one, Casino Arizona?
That's another one. They have 2 tables, I think. It's an older casino. I've gone there maybe twice. yeah. There's some pretty bouncy ones around. Have you gone down to the Caesars one?
Oh, Big AZ says best surfaces Casino Arizona. Firm.
Okay.
See, this is some good intel, man. There.
I like the one down in the Caesar one, the Harrah's one that's down south that we looked at.
What, the new one?
Yeah, right there.
The Harrah's Action?
Yeah.
Or is it Action?
Action. That table's pretty
God bless you.
Pretty firm too. That one doesn't have one up there. They don't have a.
What about this one though? The Weco Pa.
No, I think all they have is like bingo and slots. Maybe they might probably have some.
Get that off the map.
They don't have craps up there.
I mean, this one kind of looks nice, man. That's cool. So you got basically 3 or 4 options.
Yeah, and they're close. Yeah, within 30, 40 minutes, so not bad.
I'm losing the map, man. I'm going full on.
Yep.
Shout out Big AZ, man. Yep, that's the only Caesars property.
I wish it was closer because I'd like to get Caesars points, but it's
more AZ people. Desert Diamond, it's bouncy too, but it's playable. Casting TV 777.
Okay.
Only problem, they don't open till 4 p.m. And then Weekopa used to have a roll to win 4 years ago. Man.
Yeah.
Now it's gone. So what are you going out and playing then much overall?
I haven't for a couple probably since since we went it was right around Thanksgiving when I was up there, and we went out to Durango when went out with you.
Yeah.
I haven't been out playing much since then until this Vegas trip. I just sat and practiced and
not a bad
waited.
thing, man.
Yeah.
Jaybird, do you find that consistent practice, dumb question, that it helps? Because sometimes we can practice and it's loosey goosey, like, you know what I mean, where you're going through the motions. And I tend to do that sometimes when I'm on the phone and I'm just throwing. But then there's other times when I'm like, okay, simulation, go. And I'm just dialed in more, really conscious of because sometimes you can just practice a little, you can be a sloppy dude. You know,
and if you're sloppy, and then that carries over to maybe a session at the casino. So yeah. So if I'm tired or not feeling it, I won't practice. But I make sure, like I said before, when I'm watching TV in the loft where my rig is, I'll just sit there and practice and can focus on it.
Oh, look at this, man. Whoever casting TV 777. I blew out Desert Diamond. They shut that table down. I don't know if it's common for them to close left side of table down. They did that to me. Yeah, man. Respect to casting TV, shutting it down, man.
Nice.
That's
good.
That's really good. You should go there, man. You should go to that other place.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
What is that? That Casino Arizona?
I've been there twice.
Gee, that's a creative name. Hey, what are we going to call our casino? Oh, how about Casino Arizona? Oh, great idea. Hey, great idea. That's so original.
Yeah. They have some pretty it looks like it's a big tent or a big like warehouse. It's kind of weird looking. It's not a nice looking casino for sure.
Yeah, but I hear it's playable though, man.
Yeah,
all right. Well, listen, Jaybird, what else do you have to say to all the people that are out there learning craps in Arizona and other parts? What year is this for you now?
So this is
2.5
years. I really started in 24 when we went to Heavy's class. So this is going on my third year.
You've come a long way, baby. You know what tagline that's from?
What's that from?
I'm pretty sure if someone in the chat knows that, I might be wrong, man, but I thought that was for an old cigarette ad. We've come a long way, baby. I don't know if someone in chat knows that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I won't say it right now, but check this out. Santan Mountain Casino is a Durango clone, smaller, bright. Oh, that sounds good, man. I'd like to go there.
I like that one.
Dude,
that's one that I go to a lot. It's nice and open, no smoking. It's a nice casino.
Pete Trotta. He got it.
Virginia Slims.
It is Virginia Slims, man. You got that fast, man. You've come a long way, baby. Something like that. It's like, we've come a long way, baby. And I think I'm just putting two and two together. That was a nod to like feminism. I think we've come a long way, baby. Now we have our own cigarettes that we can smoke. I don't know if I ever smoked a Virginia Slim. I think they were like the super thin ones, I believe. sort of definitely not on the masculine side. You know? Oh my God. But Shaw, yeah, you got that puck off. I like that sub 10 ton. I don't know who puck off is, but I like that handle. It looks, it does not look, yeah. I almost feel like I shouldn't say that. Right? Puck off. Right.
Pretty good one.
Man, but Virginia Slims, we've come a long way, baby. You never heard that, Jaybird? You never?
I probably did. Yeah, I can't remember.
You ever smoke?
Nope. No.
You never smoke anything?
No, never smoked anything.
That's good for you, man. Good.
No.
That's a rarity nowadays. It's good for you.
Yeah.
I started with my first cigarette was a Marlboro Red. Man, horrible. Yeah. East Coast Craps, you've come a long way, baby, and now you're here. Yep. You're here with emphysema. Right? Join the club. Join the party. Oh, man. All right. So, Jaybird, what else do you have to say for yourself before we cut out of here and I go to where I show some Vegas strip action?
The biggest thing is a couple of things. If you can take a class, especially one of the casino tiers, you'll learn a lot. The other thing, and you probably will talk about it in your podcast, but the tracker. You guys have the tracker sheets.
Dude, let's talk about the tracker because you were using it.
Yeah. I started using it that Friday night, and I never used it on myself. I always tracking the guys with us because I need to I want to practice with it, trying to do it because I didn't want to do it at the casino when I was trying to throw. But I want to get to the point where I can, like Bump John. But it was good because you're starting to see things. And it helped in our betting. I'd hurry and look at, so and so's up, and I'd look at it. Last two times he hit a bunch of nines and fours or whatever, and then you're betting nines and fours. So it was awesome. Yeah. Are they up in the?
Yeah, man.
Are they on the website now?
Oh man, they are. They are with 2 pencils, 10 sheets, and a sticker, man.
Oh, I got my sticker. There's my sticker.
Oh, nice, dude. That is good. That's great. More product placement.
Yep. So
I don't know. You know what? For the people that showed up late, let me just show them why they should. The trackers are in the store as of today with refills, 10 pencils, 50 sheets. That price isn't. You can't beat that price. What do you think of this price, Jaybird? 50 sheets, cardstock, matte cardstock, plus 10 pencils for $15. I think that's pretty good.
15?
Yeah. For 50 sheets?
Yeah, that's like really good.
With 10 pencils?
Yeah.
Oh, Jaybird, listen, it's so good. It's so good. Listen.
That's so funny,
dude.
No, it is.
It's absolutely genius, isn't it?
That's funny. That's hilarious.
It really is.
But yeah, start tracking stuff. I think it's going to help, and it even helped out when we were there last weekend, and for other people that are new, just start meeting people, talking to them online, or hook up with people in Vegas and grow the community and meet new people. So that's great. There is one story I want to tell though, from when we were there.
Reaper says, "Thanks for tracking us, Jaybird."
Yeah, Reaper had some good rolls, and in fact, after one of his, I can't remember what night. The next time I played with him, I looked at it, and again, I think he was hitting a bunch of inside numbers, and that's what I was betting, and he was hitting them again. So it helps out. Can I tell one quick story?
Jaybird, You can tell 2 quick stories.
Two quick
Okay,
stories.
what the hell, man?
Okay, this is so funny. So we were at Cromwell. There was JJ. He was stick left, straight out stick on the left side. Huggy Bear was at the left one. I was at right one. Two Seam was at right, straight out on the right side, and then there was a guy. I don't know if you call him a weasel, because he was actually a good player and a good bettor and knew what he was doing. But he followed us from we packed up from the link and went to Cromwell. He followed us and he came, but he was actually a good player. So he had just got done shooting, almost he needed a 10 for the tall, and he didn't get it, and he 7'd out. Dice passed to Two Seam, and when the stick man pushed him the 6 dice, they all came up 5s. They were all 5s, and Two Seam goes Yahtzee, and I go, somebody needs to hop the hard 10, because that was the one that was missed on the tall, and all these 5s come up, and he got the dice, and Huggy Bear goes, hop the hard 10 for $5, and threw it out. What come up? Hard 10. Everybody's just, we're just all yelling and going, that's hilarious. He got his 140, and then he put another 5 on it, so now he's at $10. What comes out? Another hard 10.
You are kidding me. You're making this up.
No, I am not making this up. So he hit
this
the
is
second
a
hard
tall
10.
tale.
No, it is not. I swear. I posted the tracker on Keenan Tier's Facebook of the 310s. So he threw the second one, and so now Huggy Bear goes, okay, put it to 20. So now he has 20, and the dealers are on it, and I think JJ got on it, and he threw the dice again. A 5 came up on one of the dice, and the other dice flew off the table. So re-roll. He said it again.
Same dice, right?
I can't remember if he got same dice.
Oh my God!
I think he got the same dice on this one. He threw it again. A 1 came up on the table, and the dice flew out again. So this time he goes new dice. He got 2 new dice.
Okay.
Threw it again. 3 hard 10s in a row.
No way! No
way!
I don't even believe this.
He got $1,000 in 3 rolls. 3 hard 10s in a row. I swear.
No.
Yes, it is.
No. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
It was so funny.
Two Seam did this?
Yeah.
And they Yahtzeed him? They Yahtzeed him.
Yahtzeed him when he got the... Yep.
They Yahtzeed him 5 dice with 5s on it.
Yep. All the dice had 5s on it.
Bless you, ETG.
It was hilarious.
Dude, that's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah, and Huggy Bear, I wish you should have gotta always press your hard way, man. You gotta always press that hard way.
Yep, he hopped him. He hopped him coming out.
That is a sign, man. That is a sign with the getting Yahtzee. That could be a new term, man.
Yep.
So listen, a couple things is though in the chat earlier, Huggy Bear says, when can we get the ferret pencil case and sharpener? I don't know if you saw that in chat, but in our group chat, I don't know who put that out, who sent that. Maybe it was Huggy Bear, but it's funny because it's like a little like purse in the shape of I don't know what it was.
A weasel. I think
ferret.
I think it was a weasel.
with a sharpener in its butt. Oh my God, right? Hey, listen, this is Todd Preston. Thank you. Probably the best live and podcast 10 ton. For all those debating what membership to get, go for the hard forever level. You won't forget it. That is not a paid for. That is not a shill. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And then, oh, dude, Two Seam's in here. shout out Two Seam with the Yahtzee, man. Two Seam, if you have that link, now's the time with that link where you just call in and go, that was me, that's true. It happened. It's not a lie. Dude, Two Seam, if you can get to your computer, man, feel free if you could find that link. Operators are standing by, right? Right? Exactly. So yeah, man, that sounds, you know what? Even though group sessions might not have gone well, and I don't care. It's rare for a group session to ever go well. For some reason, I'm going to like really think about like what's happening with the dynamics. I talked to Bo and Dice Coach about this on the podcast that's coming up. But what's nice is those breakaway little sessions when you meet someone, you go out, because I tell you what, late at night when I had walked G-Ray, Testaverde, and X-Man, we were all leaving the Palms. And so I'm like, sure, I'll give you a ride back, because they were staying at Bellagio or Vidara and Bellagio. And so we walked through Aria, all said our goodbyes. And then I was then just chatting it up at the table with the guys I know at Aria. And then I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to play. Right. And it was just me at this table. And then lo and behold, I'm shooting. And then X-Man shows up, even though I'd said goodbye to him like a half hour earlier. The guys goes out. I think he just went on a solo mission. And then X-Man and I shot. And I tell you what, it was so pleasant. Late night at Aria, because it just clears out. X-Man was stick left one, I was stick right one, and we were just shooting. X-Man, you feel good? Take a couple shots. I was able to, he was like, no, keep it rolling. It was, man, that's when playing craps is absolutely awesome. You're in a casino you like, great crew, no pressure, super mellow, and you've got that. Like, there was zero pressure. It was just real calmness. That's my favorite time to play craps, by the way. Is like that. You've got a fantastic crew setup, and there's no heat. You're just chilling, playing. Yep. It's like having it's like your home practice.
And that's one good thing about the class too, that you have one group that goes on one day and the other group goes on the other. And we were on the Saturday class, and then all of us that were, not all of us, but a group of us went out on Sunday and went together. And that's fun. It's going out, having a good time. Not everybody shoots well every time, but usually one person does. And it's good, and you learn from each other, and it's just a good time.
See, X-Man says super chill. It was super chill, man. Those are like those quiet little moments. But shout out Double Deuce. X is the man. He is, man. He had a lot of good feedback too today. And I actually talked to X-Man on the phone today. What a handle, huh? X-Man. That is coming in strong with a handle, right?
They're supposed to be, X-Men are going to be in a new Marvel movie coming out. Was it Dr. Doom or whatever?
I don't know, but Dr. Doom would be a great handle too. Dr. Doomsday, or is it Dooms? It's called Doomsday. ETG.
Doomsday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes out in December, I think.
Yeah, Todd says, group of us all met at Ian's house last Sunday and had a practice session outside of the casino. It was a good time. See, I'm telling you, man, that Seattle scene is legit. It's got like sort of like multiple organizers that are like, that's good. I wish if I was living there, I like Seattle.
No, that's cool to be able to do that with the group and not be at the casino and practice and go through things. That's cool.
Odds fellow, first time I met Jaybird, he was a hot roller. Jaybird, yeah, I've been at the table. I agree, man. I agree. You got a solid toss, man. Yeah, C-Town.
I think we were at Paris on the table you like, and I was stick right one. Hit 4 fires. Lip King was on it on the fire bet.
Shout out Lip King.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard Lip King had like 6 aces and 4 midnights in a row in his role.
There was one, I was tracking him one time, and he had a bunch of craps numbers. He had a ton of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but he had that. I think it was at might have been at Cromwell or either way. But that's another real story too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if he was on it, if he capitalized on all of it, but he was a lot of good guys this past weekend, man.
We like that Cromwell table. The only problem is it's because they have the doors open, the heat's on, and you're sweating during the day. It's like super hot. It's just like,
oh really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But the table's nice. We like the table.
Yeah, I might go up there. LA is in town, and
she likes that table. She likes Cromwell.
Yeah, and it's sort of a reason now. If I can plan it out, I'll go up there and play. I haven't been there since I shot there with her. It's been a long time. So yeah, man. I don't know if Two Seam is gonna jump in here, but I mean, I've tried to stay pretty monitoring the chat, but I think Jaybird, man. What do you think?
I think this has been good. Yeah. Again, plug the class.
JJ says, when the dice went off the table, Huggy yelled, "Get them out of here. They weren't a hard 10."
It happened twice.
That's insane.
Went off the table twice, and then he hit the third hard 10.
So that would be the world telling you, the universe telling you to bet the hard 10.
Yeah. Yep.
Can you believe that? I can't believe that, man.
Yeah. If I wouldn't have saw it, I probably wouldn't have believed it. So
I know it. I mean, I've done it back to back, but man, 3 times.
Yeah.
You know what this weekend was like, dude? This weekend playing. I was thinking about what happened this weekend because I got my ass beat. I got my ass beat. There's coming off of an incredibly hot, like I was on fire, dude. I was on fire, like thinking I was unbeatable. I was essentially, I felt like I was the 2018 Minnesota Vikings led by Case Keenum. That's what I felt like. I felt like, and that was my season. Came in, Case Keenum, no expectations. 2018, I think after Bradford got hurt.
Yep.
And then I was absolutely on fire the whole season, rolling in with win after win after win after win after win. Some big, some small, doesn't matter. Large margin, small margin is a win, right? I go in, pull off the Minneapolis Miracle, right? Advance against the Saints and Sean Payton, right? By the way, Sean Payton was, before the Minneapolis Miracle, only Viking fans will know this. Only Viking fans will know this. Sean Payton was on the sideline doing the skull chant. That's how much of a dick Sean Payton is, okay? Like, he was doing the skull chant, mocking the Viking fans in Minnesota. And then Keenum, Diggs, sideline, touchdown, Minneapolis Miracle, and then they win it. They advance to go to the playoffs against the Eagles, okay, in the NFC Championship game. And this is exactly what my weekend was like. I hit that weekend thinking I was unbeatable, going to the NFC Championship game. And keep in mind, Jaybird, the Super Bowl was in Minnesota that year. The Super Bowl was in Minnesota. Kind of like, oh, we're playing on my turf. I got nothing to worry about. I got nothing to worry about this weekend, right?
Yep.
So Vikings, high off the Minneapolis Miracle, led by Zimmer, roll into Philly. And they get their asses. First of all, started out great. Touchdown to Rudolph, I remember. Oh, my God, this is going to be great. The Vikings are going to go to the Super Bowl. They're going to play the Super Bowl in their home stadium. Do you know how rare that is? Do you know how rare that is? They have a chance to play it, and they never play in those weird states like Detroit. You're pretty much like, you got a new stadium, bless you, and you can, and then they get a Super Bowl. So, dude, they roll in to Philly, touchdown in the first quarter, like easy touchdown to Rudolph. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. And then they proceed to not, I don't think they, ETG, I don't think they scored another point. They lost 38-7. And they have to go back to Minnesota now, embarrassed, and watch the Eagles, who just beat their ass, beat them, or like win the Super Bowl on their home turf. Like, that was adding insult to injury. Classic Vikings. I played like that Viking team this week. Oh, it's 38-10.
They scored a field goal.
It was horrible, dude. That's what it was. You know, yeah. Time to wake up. Fran Tarkenton goes.
Go Birds.
It's true. That's what it was, but it wasn't the Super Bowl. 38-7. 38-7. That's how I played this weekend. Went in with all this bravado. Sure, I'll bet I'll have 5,000 out on the table. Went edge shooting. I mean, listen, not a bad. The thought process is there. Who would you rather have on a table that I know Ed likes, that he's shooting good? You know, if you're going to have that much cash on the table, I'll go with Ed every time, right?
Yeah.
Almost got there. And so that basically started the disaster, the horror show, man. I played like the Minnesota Vikings 2018. One game. All it takes is one screw up. And no, there was no bush. There was no bush anywhere. It was a barren wasteland. There were no bush, double deuce. It wasn't good. And so I had a weekend, a disaster. Some people won, but it basically, all of that string of riding high on these victories, that's how quickly it can come crashing down. So I have to regroup now and, you know, tiptoe out there and get all that money back.
Yeah. Did you shoot any? Yeah. Did you shoot very well at Aria with X-Man when you went that
Actually,
night?
X-Man and I had some nice rolls every single time. I think it was 5 times in a row we were a point away, and I'm playing the ATS big. We were aces away. And just so happens that when I did have Bush, when I threw aces, dude, like we needed aces, right? For like, I don't know, 3 times in a row. And then all of a sudden I lead off with aces, dude. Aces, right? I'm thinking, oh my God, it's going to happen, right? I'm going to hit that ATS for $3,000, and then we're on our way. And then I throw a 7. Like the worst, right? To ruin, there should be a term for that, right? You have aces or midnight, and then you knock it down with a 7. Yeah. So, and this is true. G-Dub, only 1 letter difference between a hero and a 0. Yeah. Yep. You would be correct, sir. So it was a fine line, man, this weekend. And I could have been a hero. I could have been a contender. I could have been someone. Let's say Ed throws a 5. That's 6,000 right there. I'm back, baby. Yep. I'm back in the game, right? All it takes is that. There were so many times you're a number away. It just didn't happen this weekend, but not blaming anyone except myself. And that's the only person. That's why I like craps. I can only really pat yourself on the back or blame yourself. You got to suck it up, shake hands, goodbye. So I'm just going to regroup and recover these losses over the next month, you know?
Yep.
So Jaybird, did you do overall? How'd you do?
Oh, I was down. I was down. I think there was probably a few people that were up. I think most people were down or broke even.
It's tough sometimes, isn't it? Sometimes you're all up, and then sometimes, and I don't know how to even explain that.
Yeah.
Reaper says still licking July wounds. What month is it?
that was last a year ago.
Dude, thanks, Double Deuce. That's no problem. I'll always own it. I think that's what makes this podcast good, and why I can why I will brag profusely about any of my big wins too. But yeah, these big losses, they happen. That's the danger of this game. And it all, I mean, like I said, I was playing great. Double Deuce, man, chat's open, dude. You can dial in if unless you're on the Isle of Wight somewhere off the coast of somewhere. Puget Sound. That's up there, right? Bainbridge Island, somewhere up there, right? Right, Jaybird?
Sorry, what was that?
What are you,
I was reading chat. Sorry, what was that?
Oh, you're reading the chat too, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said, yeah, Reaper says we got kicked in. That's an understatement, dude. I got kicked everywhere, in the face too. Double Deuce, he's in Texas. Oh, nice, man. Nice. All right, so listen, man. I think, what do you say? You want to take a little, can I just pimp the merch again?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me pimp the merch because that was good. Double Deuce, I don't know if you saw this. Oh, Bainbridge, right? Double Deuce, I don't know if you saw this, but I really appreciate it if you could support the show. All right. I still think there's something genius about the soundtrack.
Yeah, the music's great. It's just like,
violin
playing.
Shout out ETG, good musical choice, man. I creative directed that though. The concept, but he was good, man. The kid's got some talent. The kid's gonna go somewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna do this. Since I paid good money for this, Jaybird. Little Arizona for everyone in Arizona, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that is funny shit. It is, isn't it?
Skinny
dog. It is. It actually is. It's. I think it's hilarious. But so, I think that's. Let's see. Hey, 10-ton was Juan stepping on the table. Dude, those people might have been throwing pennies underneath the table. I swear to God, I have my theories on what was going on at Palms, but it's amazing when you can go there like I was all month and not losing at one table and then at these other tables. But I'll tell you what, when I was there with Bump John and Moonshine at that one table, I had told myself I was never going to play that table again when I left. I don't know why. And then, of course, I went back and played it. I'm never playing it again. I'm never going to play that table. So, but all right. So Jaybird, man, thanks for talking about Arizona.
Thank you.
If anyone in the chat still, or anyone that's watching this afterwards wants to get in touch, we got Big AZ down there. I'm glad you guys are neighbors and you don't know each other.
Yeah.
I feel like this is some sort of movie, right? Right? There's some sort of movie that happens. Yeah. Like, well, you're my next door neighbor all these years, right? Yep. You guys should connect and I don't know, cool. Maybe you figure out something down there. But Big AZ,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, man. And then what else? I think this is gonna be it, dude. I'm looking forward to doing some more Patreon stuff with Ed.
That's gonna be awesome.
I'm gonna not do these 4-hour lives. I think 2 hours is a sweet spot.
No, that's good.
All right.
And I'm excited for the Patreon stuff you guys are going to do.
Yeah, it's going to be cool, man. This is going to be super cool. All right. So listen, man, I will, thanks for coming on. I'm going to kick you out, dude.
Cool. Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate the time. Jaybird.
We'll see you. Thank you.
Oh, wait. Hey, listen, I can't wait. Carla Sene says perfect length. Yeah, that's what she said. right? I can't turn that. You just lobbed that one up there for me. Sene, you just like tossed that up. I had to hit it.
That was a good one.
God, man, just gifted that joke to me, right? Wait, here we go. Alizia. Wait, Ali. Wait, Ali Z. I don't know how to say that. I guess there's a multiple ways. Don't you feel like the tables at Palms are really bouncy now? Yes and no. There's that one table that I love that I feel like is so beatable, and it's the one near the unknown bar. I think that's what it's called. Mm-hmm. That's right behind the front crapless. That table is money, and it has been money. So until I lose, and I'm sorry I can't get your handle, Ali Zia Lee 9, or it's Alizia Lee. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can cut this name up, right? It's got Ali and then Ali in it. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, right, Jaybird? I don't know how to say that.
That's a weird one.
But until I lose at that one table, then I'm gonna say that Palms is still good. But that one corner new table that's hardly ever open, no, I'm not gonna shoot at that. But shout out Juan. Throwing magnets and pennies under the table.
That one that's right by the bar, that's the one we did really well the Monday after last year's game, and it was or class, and that was an awesome table. It was good.
Yeah. Oh, and it's Allie. Yep.
Thank you. Made it way more complicated than it needed to be there.
Yeah, I know. It should just be Allie. Yeah, sorry about that. And Weed owns that table. Yes, that table is good, but I actually own that as well. In fact, I have sublet it to Weed Double Deuce because I've crushed that table so many times and actually like crushed it. But yes, Weed owns it. And it's fine. He can own it as well. Have a plot of it. Okay.
A sublease.
All right, that's it, man. So
thanks
you
guys.
Everyone in the chat. Jaybird, I'm kicking you out, and then we're going to go to a little live Vegas view. Thanks a lot. Next week, dude, I'm going to talk to Dice Degen, Old Bay Craps, and I'm going to, again, you know what? I should have started this show. I want to start this West Coast stuff on West Coast time. So that's a little more convenient for us, but I'm going to start that at 6 o'clock. And then again, East Coast following week, we're going to go into Tampa, dude. I think so. I'm inviting all Tampa people. It's going to be G-Man for sure is going to be on here. All right.
That's good. Later.
All right, my man. Later, Jaybird. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Intimate pictures of your table. I think I'm like a voyeur. I like seeing inside people's houses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't need to hear that.
All right, dude. Later, man.
See ya. Bye. See ya.
All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. Appreciate it. We're calling it. Later, H2O, Birdies and Aces, Reapers, NA, Alley, Double Deuce, Huggy Bears, X-Man, etc., etc., etc.